Hi there, my name is Charles Baines, and I'm a certified Salesforce administrator in the Indianapolis, Indiana area. I work for a company called Development Consulting Partners. They're a certified Salesforce partner consultancy. And today, in the next video in our Salesforce Essentials series, we're going to be taking a look at some of the basic navigation elements of just getting around in the Salesforce Essentials environment. So the first time that you log in, this is kind of what you're going to see. This is the home screen. It's an extremely customizable home, kind of snapshot for whatever information is most important to you in your business. Curious as to what tasks need to be done for the day? You can find that here, right in this area. Wondering where your quota sits in regards to the remaining days of the month? That can also be a widget that can be added to this screen as well. These tabs along the top right here, they represent what are called objects in Salesforce. If you think of Salesforce kind of like a large database, objects are tables in the Salesforce database that store a particular kind of information. These are the standard objects that come out of the box with Salesforce. We'll start with leads right here, right next to your home screen. These represent an individual identity at an early stage in the sales process. These individuals or people have not been vetted to ensure they are your ideal customer or that they're interested in your product or service. Accounts represent a company, organization that's qualified to work with you. They could be active clients, inactive clients, partners, competitors, etc. A contact represents an individual person who works at an account. An opportunity represents a potential transaction, a sale or agreement to work together. Cases are typically used to track and manage customer feedback, issues, and support, but they could be used internally as well to track internal issues or processes. Tasks represent an action that has been taken or will be taken with respect to a record. Calls, emails, calendar appointments, webinars, in-person visits, etc., etc., etc. can all be tracked here. The calendar is pretty straightforward. It's a daily, weekly, monthly view of tasks and events you have for a given period of time. And this can be synced with Outlook or Gmail email clients. Reports are views in Salesforce for a specific subset of records and fields of data to gain insight. These can also include charts and graphs. Dashboards are groups of reports, usually similar in nature. For example, 5 lead reports could kind of be visualized on one dashboard, or 10 opportunity reports could be visualized on one dashboard. An app in Salesforce is a set of these objects or tabs and other functionality that supports a business process. You can see which app you're using and switch between apps using the app launcher, which is this 3x3 grid icon right here. Believe it or not, there's several apps that come standard with Salesforce Essentials. But there is also the capability to download applications from Salesforce's own app exchange. We are currently in the Sales app, as you can see right here. Advanced uses of this could be to limit the visibility of applications for certain users. Support teams need to view cases and reports and tasks associated with those cases, whereas the sales team needs to be able to see leads and accounts and reports and dashboards associated with their opportunities. It's best used to declutter Salesforce and only show relevant items to a certain group of users by company, role, or task. If you follow my cursor up here to this little in-app help button right up here, it's the upside down shield with a question mark in the middle. It's going to be your best friend. There's so many resources to troubleshoot an issue or just learn more about the platform and its capabilities as you become more familiar with it, such as Trailhead and communities. Next is this cog with the lightning bolt in the center. Most of what you will find in this area of Salesforce I would consider the back end, where some of the more robust customization can be done. If it looks daunting to you or sounds daunting to you, you are not alone, but we're always here to help. We don't have any set up at the moment, but this favorites icon right here, the star, is where you can add items that you check every day. You can add your top account or your hottest new lead, as well as reports and dashboards you may check every day. So you just have quick access to them right there. This notification bell is pretty standard. It shows when you've been mentioned in chatter or actions that have been completed in your organization. And these are just some of the many basic items to know about in Salesforce. I hope you feel a little more comfortable navigating the basic areas of this robust platform. If your head's still spinning, don't worry. We've discussed the overall navigation of Salesforce for the first time. We'll be diving deeper into each of these areas and discuss how they work, potential customizations, and most importantly, how they benefit your business. Join us in the next video where we discuss in detail the first of the core 4 objects, the lead object, and the path to closing your deal. If you have any questions about Essentials and would like to set up some help to navigate through to set up your own Salesforce program, we're here to help. Please feel free to book an initial call for free and let us see how we can help you. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.